Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining things like hair color, eye color. My ass. My genes are blue.
I see you have chosen the right path. Henceforth, you will be known as a wimp. Welcome.
And that's enough of that. How's it going out, everybody? It's Worst Impressions. I'm your host, Erik Anderson. Check the show notes for tickets to the live show, all that jazz. Share it with your friends and shit. Yeah, the Sydney Sweeney ad. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring. Osprey.
My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney, Casper.
Let's play it again.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
My genes are
Sydney
blue.
Sweeney,
Oh,
Casper
shit,
King.
dude. That's fucking awesome. My jeans are tits. I mean, my jeans are tits. Oh, God. My jeans are boobs. My blue jeans are boobs. This is all just a distraction. It's just one big distraction, folks. To the real controversy. The real controversy is this CEO wrapping his arms around someone that's not his wife, and they're cheating at a Coldplay concert. Oh my god! What if they're having sex outside of marriage? I'll hold my hand over my mouth for plausible deniability. Kill that CEO. And Trump was on the Epstein files. Let's see. So yeah, Trump was doing stuff to kids on the island with Epstein. Yeah, Trump is like trying to tell everybody he's not on this list, guys. I think he's on the list. I think we can assume the dude is on the list, and he's on the list a lot. Because what was the let's see, I think I saved it to my picks. Yeah, Trump made 4,725 wire transfers to Epstein, totaling over $1.1 billion. $1.1 billion. I mean, what was that for? You know what I mean? Like, what could that be for? I mean, this, I'm consuming the media that everybody else is consuming. I don't know. Sorry, let me get my mic away. I feel like I'm making a lot of mouth noises today. I'm probably gonna hydrate. $1.1 billion. And I know, a billion gets thrown around a lot today. Billions is chump change, folks. We don't have healthcare, but, folks got billions. And billion is, what is it? 1,000? Yeah. 1 billion is 1,000 millions. Folks go on Survivor and get tortured for a month at a 1 in 20 chance at a million. And Donald Trump spent 1,000 of those, 1,000 Survivor winnings non-taxed to do stuff to kids. I mean, what the fuck? No, but I know he's going to make the eggs. We're going to make the eggs better, guys. The eggs is going to be so dirt cheap, guys. The eggs. God, dude. And I've been eating eggs. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, those eggs are good. When he gets in there, he's going to reveal all the pedophiles in, in America that all the rich, those fucking libtards. And again, if there's any fucking stupid libtards on the fucking list, burn them too. I don't give a shit. Because they ain't helping. They're making things worse. I did not have sexual relations with anybody on that island. Oh, yeah, you did, brother. We Eiffel Towered a few of them. No, I think that was you and Hillary. No. We Eiffel Towered them, and they were French. God damn. Oh, my God. But no, let's crucify Sydney Sweeney for the eugenics American Eagle ad. Oh. That's the thing. It's all funny news, right? But some things do get pushed on top of my cat. My cat, he's stressed out. If you can hear him, he wants to be on the show. And one day I will do a show with it's just all my cats. I don't know if you can hear him. I think he's going away now. But anyways, stuff in the news gets pushed and piled on other things, right? Pushed and piled on other things to kind of squish things down. And I know this because I used to work in news. I used to work at CNN with Tucker Carlson. Chris Tucker Carlson was his name. He was on Rush Hour. And what's crazy about Chris Tucker is that apparently he was on... So him... These are the things that I've pieced together. I'm not a fucking reporter. I don't give a shit. This is just for fun. But what I learned, and this is out of my brain, is Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, hilarious, where they did some outreach in Africa, and they were on flight logs with old Epstein, which that's a Jewish name. There's no, I'm not saying it. Sorry, I had to cut a cat. I had to get a cat cut out of there. So we're back. Yeah. Epstein flew with a lot of cats. Not felines, but some folks, it seems. What do we think? What do we think they're doing on this island? I wasn't allowed to go. That's the thing. Poor fuckers. You're not allowed to go. Why is that? And I'm not mad. I don't think I missed out on anything. It sounds like I missed out on something horrific. Something that would scar me. It's like, oh wow, yeah, we don't talk about Epstein's Island. But yeah, so there's this Jew. For those that don't know, there's this Jew. Someone killed him in prison. He's a human trafficker. He had an island. And he would fly out important people and film them having sex with kids on an island. And then blackmail them, or just be like, that was cool, right? Everybody, high-fiving. And then the main one is President of the United States. And then I get all libtard rage. Oh, get that president out of here. But I'm under the impression that MAGA and the right, they're really anti-pedophile. I thought that's what they like. They like to kill the pedophiles. Get them, murder them in the streets. There's a bunch coming over the border. Deport them. But if it's like, if it's a couple billionaires, I mean, then it's apparently cool. They're just hanging out. And we're back. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Einstein, Epstein, same thing. Famous Jew. One of them, had some pretty cool ideas. The other one made an atomic bomb. Oh, fuck, man. But yeah, the TikToking and social media, it's very interesting that they'd rather latch on to, they'd rather latch on to Sydney Sweeney, and she lifted up her shirt. Between her huge breasts, there was a swastika, and that's fine. That's fine, because that's not what we need to be worried about right now. Is we do not need to be worried about Sydney Sweeney's swastika Schutzstaffel. We don't need to be worried about that. That's she's not an Avengers level threat to the libs. Okay, she's not. It's not a fucking. Do you still shop at American Eagle? I don't know. I feel like that died when I couldn't fit into their cargo shorts anymore. I bet I could get a good pair of jeans there now that I think about it. I bet I could get some really cool jeans. I haven't had a good pair of blue jeans in a while. It's mostly just been, I did order Chubbies, and they have an ad about the Holocaust as well. And it's just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you, Chubbies. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring. Often determining hair color, eye color. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining eye color, hair color. My genes are blue. My genes are blue. But yeah, Chubbies does not have an ad like that. They have good shorts, and they're great for my chubby body. For my chubby body. My chubby body's been roasting in this sun. My God, the summer heat out in the mail route, my Lord. I'm just out there sweating, checking my phone, seeing Sydney Sweeney swastikas. Oh, man. That's terrible. That's terrible what Trump is doing with the Epstein list. I don't give a fuck about the Sydney Sweeney thing. It's funny. Very funny. So funny. Laugh out loud. But it's the Epstein thing. If we're going to take anything seriously, this guy is promoting genocide. He's fucking got a history of fucking all these people on his island. Like, I mean, there was a Jan 6th over him not being president. We stormed, the royal we. The royal we stormed the Capitol because he was not elected that immediate second time. But then all of this happens, and the truth is being fully revealed. You cannot deny anymore. You can't play dumb anymore. And Sydney Sweeney's got a swastika. And the CEO is fucking another lady. And they're like, what? Don't we feel bad for the CEO's wife? Oh. Well, yes. Yes. Yes, the CEO should be killed. The CEO's wife is, that sucks. You had to see him cheating. That's so funny, though. But I think you'll land on your feet. Your perfectly pedicured feet. Hasn't seen a drop of sweat since yoga that morning. I think you'll be fine. But anyways, oh God, I could go along that all day. What I'm really excited about is Battlefield 6. Okay, so it's this is for my nerds. It's a military simulation style game, but it's still a little goofy. The mechanics are goofy, but there's nothing like the feeling of playing a Battlefield game. It hasn't been quite replicated the correct way. Like Call of Duty doesn't scratch that itch. It's big, huge armies. You could get a giant machine gun and just fucking mow motherfuckers down. You can get into fighter jets and tanks. Oh, I'm so ready for it. But hopefully it's good. Because EA, Electronic Arts, or whatever the fuck it's called, EA, it's in the game. They have been notoriously a problem. Every time they release a game, they've burned me. And so since then, I have not purchased any of their games. The last Battlefield that they tried to release, 2042, was a horrible flop. It was an unfinished game. It was terrible. Everybody had to get refunds. There was a big era of big AAA titles releasing unfinished games, and it's still kind of going on. I think some studios are learning their lesson. But this so far, at the moment of this recording, at the moment this coming out, it looks okay. But we'll see. Because there's going to be, I bet, there's going to be some sort of reveal. It's like, well, it's $70 for the game. $70. But then every 10 minutes, you got to purchase a 10-minute pass. All right? To continue playing. And then we're going to be back to arcade style, put a quarter in every time you lose a life. After paying $70. We are hurtling towards that. But I just want to load up in a tank with the boys. Blow some people's fucking heads off. Pretend some of them are patrons of the dark Jew Saint Epstein, and just pretend that and just blow his head off. Just blow their fucking heads off. Blah. I recently watched Happy Gilmore 2 to completion. I feel like a lot of people have to say that about Adam Sandler movies. Love Adam Sandler. Legend, obviously. But there's just some stuff like you're just like, okay. And yes, I think a lot of the comedy is goofy and made for children. And that's fine. I think the one thing that was the only gripe I had about Happy Gilmore 2 was that it got like a little bit science fiction-y, which is cool. That's a comedy swing for sure. And it was funny. There was a few times where I laughed fully out loud. It was nice to see like Steve Buscemi, who else? Ben Stiller. It was a blast. But yeah, the sci-fi turn. What? All right. I ain't hating it. All right. I've recently tried to I've recently tried to mess around and Procreate because I didn't know what that was. I'm not an iPad kid. I'm trying to become an iPad adult. Okay. I think that's where my life is heading. iPad adult. Just keep me satisfied. Keep me from Jan 6ing something. That'll keep me indoors. Okay? That'll keep me from blowing the head off of I don't want to say it anymore. Oh, I don't want to say something heinous on this podcast. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do to get the views and the downloads up. I think I'm going to have to start going a little nuts because I've been playing it pretty safe. Let's be honest. But yeah, Procreate is really fun. It's really fun, really easy. I've even got it right here. It's just a Gen 6 iPad. So one day I want to upgrade. Blop, blop, blop. Wah, wah, wah. Let's see if I can draw Sydney Sweeney's secret tattoos, right? So you do one right angle here, and then another right angle going the other way. And then you start in the other top left corner. You go down, right angle to the right, all the way across, and then down at a right angle. And then you tilt it on a 45-degree angle. I'm not going to show you. Oh, my God. Ozzy Osbourne died. I've been listening to him nonstop. All aboard! There really wasn't anybody that did it like him. There's been some for sure copycats and that's great. And I think I would have enjoyed him more growing up had Guitar Hero not kind of burned me out on him. So, me as a little video gamer kid, he was a bajillion songs on Guitar Hero. And so when you lose on different difficulties, you get pissed at certain songs. And then when certain people in your childhood and you know them and they're like friends of friends and they really love certain genres of music and then they kind of ruin a genre for you and then you have to revisit it when you're older. So I'm fully revisiting Ozzy and Black Sabbath. And I just forgot how fucking awesome it is. It gets you fucking pumped. He's really the Dark Prince. Oh, the Prince of Darkness. Those are fucking bubbles. Sharon. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. He had a lot of really horrible things happen in his life and things that he did. But his music was awesome. I mean, no more tears. No more tears. The light in the window, just a break in the sky. I mean, that shit fucking kicks ass. And what is that rap song where it's like, I. I don't know, it's sampled. Crazy Train is sampled in something that we all grew up with. For sure. For sure. For sure, and 7 years ago. Yeah, Ozzy, the Blizzard of Oz is awesome. Like the whole thing, Ozfest, everybody that he influenced. I didn't quite understand the gravity of Black Sabbath growing up because it was all old. By the time you're in the 90s, and then once you're like, I was born in 94. By the time I'm like old enough to understand, music, like it's all old then. But when you go back and you realize like the Beatles brought light to a dark world and you're just like, oh, wow, new sound. Everybody can do this thing. And so there's all these cool rock bands and all this. You're trying to replicate the Beatles and get bigger sounds. And then you got Journey and Styx and all this. But then Black Sabbath. So what I read is that it's different. It's like gaudy and mythical, and they down-tune their guitars. And so I believe that's metal. And then just like the sound of Black Sabbath, you're just like, holy shit. Changed a ton. Changed a ton of things. Changed everything. But yeah, and I've been I've been a fan of Youngblood for a while now, and he's real young. He's a young guy, British guy, but apparently Ozzy really loved him, and kind of is like spiritually, like he like spiritually passed on it to him. And at the last Ozfest, Youngblood was there, and they had a lot of clips and stuff of them talking and exchanging gifts, and I thought that's really cool because Youngblood is great. He's really cool. So that's exciting. But yeah, the list of absolute bangers with Ozzy's voice on it is insane. Super cool. Been obsessed with it. It's been distracting me from these horrible travesties that the the president is trying to cover up. And I try not to let politics live totally rent-free in my brain, but as you get older, you start to realize like, oh, yeah, that mindset when you're just 18 and when you're in your early 20s and you're like, oh, well, I can't make a difference. I can't. Well, you start to realize like, oh, well, now now that you're older, it's like now I'm an adult. Now I'm the adult. And everybody around me, we are the adults that we're supposed to be influencing and taking care of shit around me in the community and then at the state level and then with the country. But, as healthcare is more for the rich and the society is advancing, there's folks are living longer and they're in the government longer and they're making sure that the shit is for them. For the pedophiles going to the island. And that's fine. If that... Everybody's like, what the fuck? That's fine if that's what they want to do. But it's really fucked up that everybody thinks that they're not doing it. Well, not everybody. There's a lot of people that just think that they're not doing it, and so they're not mad at them. And they're just they're in denial. You can do all of that horrific shit because no one can stop you in the moment. It's all reactive. Like litigation is all reactive unless you have a gun. But no, you know what I'm saying? So they can do all that horrific shit with all that money and go on these planes, buy these islands and human traffic people. Because I can't stop them from doing it. I can't physically stop them from doing it. I don't know where they're doing it. I can't find them. We can't find them. Right? But when the information starts getting out and there's full flight logs and all the stuff that they have, and what is it? The FBI? What's his name? And they are claiming that it's not there anymore. The information. Everybody, they're just, well, I guess maybe, yeah, I guess it's fine. They start thinking, I guess it's fine. What? That's bizarre. The people that are supposed to react to it are perfectly convinced that it's fine. Everything's fine. They didn't do anything. Epstein killed himself. It's fine. Because to be honest, that's the big saving grace of a lot of conservatives. Is okay, when shit hits the fan, they are the types of folks that would want to react in a strong way, in a powerful, authoritarian and disciplined manner, and punish. Right? That's good. That's not always a terrible thing. But then when the leader is is doing something horrific and we have the proof, suddenly, hey, let's take it easy. The guy was probably just hanging out with the staff on the island. He's not known to want to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And that, because again, that's where we get the, hey, we disagree on politics, but there's some things that we do agree on, and I think we can both agree that the pedophiles are bad, and filling an island full of victims and having Donald Trump, oh my God. It's fascinating. And I think everybody needs to not let up. We need, don't let it consume you. Don't let it, don't let it get you down, but no, don't let it go. A lot of things in the media, we're letting things go. And I think for some people, that's fine. Some people that are not leaders of the free world, some things you leave them alone. All right, we're gonna roast Sydney Sweeney for a little while. That's hilarious. So funny. She'll be fine. And then after a while, we'll forget about it and let it go. And then she'll be in a movie. She'll win an Oscar later, whatever. But with this, we can't let it go. This is fucking insane. Oh. And I just want to get back to a place where the two parties, the representatives, are competitively, I don't know, represented. Where it's more of a tough choice, because right now, I mean, what the fuck? There's no, what? And I like the guy, the Tallarico guy. This is for the Texas folks. He seems cool. He's a Democrat, but he's very religious, and he's tired. He was on Joe Rogan, and I listened to the episode because I wanted to know more about what is his name? James Tallarico. I don't listen to Rogan that much. And because I can't stand, this is just a tangent. I'll go back to James Tallarico, but I can't stand how Joe just relates every fucking thing to UFC and bow hunting, and then like, yeah, man, so no, 100%. Like, and then he's just like, you gotta, your brain and they're so powerful, and you can get 100 pounds behind that kick. He's done a lot. Like, I love that it's just like him and Jamie. Like, that's, you know, that's cool. That is it's a cool setup. But yeah, some of his stuff is pretty wild. But anyways, James Tallarico, Texas Democrat, seems to understand what conservatives want, the good things. But we have to, like, the thing about the religion and getting the commandments in the schools, he was like one of the ones that was like really against that. Okay, for Texas. And that, I mean, right? Like, what? We don't want, I don't want the Christian commandments. I don't want the Jew commandments. I don't want the Muslim commandments. I don't want no commandments in the schools. Like, just get them out of the schools. Just teach about the fossils and teach about the Civil War, and let's maybe not revise history and all that stuff. I don't know. Let's just teach and let's be more educated. But anyways, he seems cool. I don't know. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he understands religion's place, and he's like in seminary, and it's good to hear that perspective on a leftist leader in politics, because you're just like, it's like, oh, well, see that I'm not crazy. Because sometimes I feel like a fucking crazy libtard, and I don't want to be that either, you know. I don't want to be. Well, Sydney Sweeney's a Nazi. I don't want to. That's not me. I don't want to do that either. Well, he's got a tweet from 2007 that says, yeah, I don't care. I'm literally. While I'm recording this, I'm looking down at one of the worst symbols in world history because I drew it as a joke to myself. Let me erase that. But, yeah. Anyways. Thank you for listening. Oh, no. Hold on. Thank you for listening anyways. But I have one more thing to talk about. Comic books. So I was into Marvel and DC and superhero lore, comic book lore when I was a kid, but I didn't quite want to like spend, you know, if I had like a little money, like I wasn't going to go out and buy comics or even do the Marvel. I did the Marvel Unlimited thing for a little while when I was younger, but now I'm getting back into like wanting to maybe keep up with a couple of comic books or something, you know? Maybe make that my, like, replace maybe like an episode of TV, you know, a week or something with some comic books. And I'm trying to get into reading again. I want to energize my mind and art, and I want to start getting ahead of not being interested in what AI is producing. I totally understand AI is going to make some things efficient, and some people might create some cool stuff using AI as a helping tool. But I'm not a huge fan of it replacing a lot of art, and I don't think it will. I think people will want human-made art because it will always feel special. But anyways, those are the avenues that I'm going down to claim it before it's taken away. And I don't think comic books are going to be taken away. I'm just saying, like, I know companies are greedy, and it's going to be much harder to justify, funds in a company for comic books when, well, AI can make a couple of panels in 2 seconds. And, it's just going to cost us a couple 100 gallons of water in a state we don't give a fuck about. But if anybody knows of any good comic book series, or if you're out of town, like because I'm in Waco, if there's a comic book store in your city that you're just like, hey, you got to check this out, let me know. I'll make the drive. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to play it fast and loose. Trying to relax a little bit, play it fast and loose. Yeah. I have it written on that board over there. Relax, dude. I have it written over there too. Don't take yourself too seriously, mate. Don't do it. These are passed down from parents to offspring. Often determining hair color, eye color. My genes are black.
I see you have chosen the right path. Henceforth, you will be known as a wimp. Welcome to the Worst Impressions Podcast. There's something strange in here. What's the deal with wimps? Wimps, grilled onions, pepper jack cheese, and your own Wimp Nation.
There was nothing there the whole time. We're fine.